Hey, everybody.
Hey, Tammy. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Lisa. How are you?
I'm crabby.
Aw, I
Sorry.
gotta know. Is there water?
Nope, not yet.
What's the new timeline?
We are waiting for them to come today.
Hmm.
They drilled for 2 days,
Mm-hmm.
and then they didn't come the weekend, and
Mm-hmm.
um, then some of the crew was sick yesterday. But they called. They
Mm-hmm.
called.
That's good. Well, that's
Yeah, which I
better.
understand. I mean, um, so yeah, so this
Awesome.
is this is the day we are anxiously awaiting
At least it's
because
happening.
we think that they'll actually hit some if they drill today.
Yay.
But yeah, doing good.
Everybody
Just
say a prayer. Say a
thank
prayer
you.
for water. Real quick. Hello, Makeup Mom and Son. Good to see you. Jamie's Country Living. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. Heather, thank you for coming. And Tina, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. How's everybody been doing?
And I posted some links
Mm-hmm.
of people who are here and who I knew would be coming.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. You are on it.
It was easier to do it while I was sitting here waiting.
Mm-hmm. There's been a lot going on. It just feels like it's been a busy time, doesn't it?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And we
We
all got
had
to have fun. I saw some pictures you posted. You all have been having great fun, which is awesome. Well deserved.
a blast last week. Lots of fun.
Mm-hmm.
They got home safely Saturday, and then we've been sick since Thursday,
Oh no.
which is weird because I don't, aside from that weird complication last year, I don't
Yeah.
get sick.
Yeah.
So a little annoyed at
Hey,
that. But
Tracy.
hey, Troy. So
Is it
yeah,
like
so
a cold or how sick are you?
the first day was bad. After
Mhm.
that, it was better. So
Okay.
it's not the you know what.
Okay, good, good.
Because
Hey, Kathleen, my Alabama farm life. Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
yeah, because actually Ryan tested because he was worried about me.
Mm-hmm. Aw. He took one
So
for the team.
well, he didn't want me getting that again.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Which hopefully you'd fight it off better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Second
yeah,
time. They say when you get it, you're supposed to be good for a good 14, 16 months or something like that. It doesn't feel like it's been that long
it
since.
has been.
Has it really? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, it was last not this 2024, but
Mhm,
July, well,
mhm,
June
mhm,
23.
mhm. Yep. June. Oh my. Hey, Rambling with the Brums. Good to
Hey,
see
Pat.
you.
Yeah, I have to make sure my bulldog is not up to no good. I hear him walking around. Hold on.
Okay. No problem. Hey, Simply Jan Homestead. Thanks for coming in. Hope y'all are doing well. A lot of people getting colds. Yes. And I think some of it's allergies too. I know I've been like fighting some allergies over here. It's awful.
Yeah, and some of it was I could have picked up from friends who were on airplanes and everything else. So
Mhm. Yeah, that would have been like a really it feels like it would have been a long gestation period though, if that's where you got it. You know what I mean? Because they were with you for a week. You weren't
yeah.
sick while they were there, right?
Yeah.
Feels like a long time, but who knows? Well, are you on the mend?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Just
That's good.
anxiously awaiting water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, right? Thank you, Jan. Appreciate you. I have and I'm curious what everybody else has going on too. Like Lisa, I'll ask you first. What do you feel like as far as for fall? What's at the top of your like list of things that you feel like you need to get done?
Water. I can't focus on anything else at this point. I've
Yeah.
officially hit a meltdown point today,
Oh, geez.
which I've been really good about, because you get into a routine and you do what you got to do. But
Mhm.
today I'm crabalicious. Um, and
I
but
love it.
it's stuff happens, right?
Yeah.
I can tell you right now they're at 440 feet.
Wow. That's
We're
amazing.
figuring 5 to 650, but they're in
Wow.
the granite. That's the good stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Okay.
Heather.
That's awesome.
Um,
I'm gonna use your word next time my hubby is it tells me that I'm cranky. I'm gonna say no. I am crabalicious.
Fabulous. And I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just
Mhm.
being real. I mean,
You
it's
are
just
being
we're
real.
talking 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Um,
You're
you
a
know, and
pro. I think you are a pro at this point.
I just want to shower normally.
Hey, Gail, Broken Hearts Ministry. Good to see you.
I shouldn't even say that. I just want to do dishes
Uh-huh.
normally. That's what I want.
Yes.
But
Yes. I know what you're saying.
fall goals, besides water, because everything revolves around that.
Yeah. It does.
Working on slowing down and the crocheting and stuff.
Mhm.
So I've been making a sweater.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful too.
I've got a I've got the panels sewed together, and now,
Mhm.
which actually was more intimidating, believe it or not, than the
Mhm.
crocheting of it.
Mhm.
Um,
I always, after I get the panels and the sleeves and stuff done, I'm like, oh, now I got to put it together.
I
Even if it's a granny square Afghan or any kind of square Afghan, when I go to have to put stuff together, I'm like, now the part that's not fun.
Yeah, so I got the panels together, and this is actually a little different because you make the sleeves on the sweater,
Uh huh.
not off.
Yeah.
And so I'm also adjusting the sweater for my size
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and for
You're
my
doing good
length.
with that.
So my sleeves are going to be longer because otherwise I always end up having sleeves here.
Uh huh.
So the whole point of this was to make a very warm, cozy sweater to crochet in all winter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's and it's beautiful. It's
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank
You
you.
guys, you're gonna share it, right? Like you're gonna put it at least on your community post.
Yeah, once it's done.
Yeah, when it's done. Oh, wait till you all see it. Beautiful color too.
Just long, all it is a very long, flowy cardigan,
Mm-hmm.
the kind that has the long pieces here, if that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense,
Yeah.
that drape.
Mm-hmm.
um, which has always been my kind of sweater, and I love
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, really, the winter is going to be about all the fun stuff, right?
Yes. Yes.
So spinning fiber, um, crocheting sweaters, making soap. It's just been
Mm-hmm.
absolutely crazy here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, looking forward to that kind of
I
stuff.
think we might need to let our Soaptober roll into Ember.
So Vember,
I think we just need to give everybody more time because I feel like I'm running behind too. So I
yeah.
need to make more cold process soap. That's something I'm hoping I can get a batch put together tonight or tomorrow night. We'll have to see how I do with the timeline for things. And then sewing. I wanted to show you so you
Oh,
know.
just real quick before you show that, that's
Yes.
the other thing. I have somebody else who's visiting here for the week.
Oh my goodness.
So it's kind of hard to do all that stuff when you
It
have
is.
people here.
It really is, absolutely. So I made this I'm making little dresses for my grandbabies, and I know
Oh,
it's very plain. Here, let me put it on you.
no, it's perfect.
But with a little, long sleeve shirt underneath of it. So this is one of them, and the other one is it's gonna be this dark blue, and see the different pumpkin on those pockets? You can see it
Oh,
because I still gotta sew it. But I'm slow as molasses. I'm one of those people that I have a hard time sitting still and doing one thing if it takes a long time, like all at one time. So I'll start it and then I'll go do something else for a little bit. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but I'm like that. So everything I sew takes forever.
well, are you going to make one for Indy too?
That's what Katie asked me. Yeah, but I think when I do it, I think I'm gonna do, has anybody ever, what are they called? 'Called? 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 I want to say a little prairie dress. And
Yep.
basically, you've got like stretchy around the neckline and stretchy around the sleeves. They're super fast. I make them for the baby's dolls, like these little dresses. And I can't,
Oh,
I want to call them a prairie dress, but I probably will and make her like a little prairie dress like that for her.
right.
And probably use like, I don't know, just make a doll pattern or something, make it
Oh,
bigger.
cute.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Fun stuff.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love
Yeah.
those. They're simple, but they're beautiful and they're made with love.
Yep. And I'm with you. All the fun stuff we're coming up on. I do have some need to do's though. My bowl of acorns, I found a couple acorns that had holes in them. So I think somewhere in there, I've got a bug, a worm or something, right? That's going to go eat all my acorns if I don't process the darn things. Remember, I told you I collected a bunch of acorns. So
Right, right. Hey,
I got to
Nancy.
get the acorns done. Yep. Hey, Nancy. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. So that's,
Yeah, and I think the other thing too is just getting ready. I mean, I don't want to say the winter word, but I have to
we have to.
because we've been fortunate enough to get through almost the end of October.
Mm-hmm.
So we really have to get to the point where we're getting ready for winter. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because it's just, hey, Gwen.
Hey, Gwen. Hey, Barb.
Hey, Barb.
Oh, she's making the broccoli cheddar potato.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good. And it's so filling, too. Got to
Yeah.
make the biscuits.
Oh, no kidding.
Mm-hmm. Those
But it's just,
biscuits. Mm-hmm.
getting all the stuff ready for winter and getting everything done and trying to get things,
Hey, Blue.
and like you said, it's just
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I want to do so many things that I just get paralyzed and do nothing.
That's what happened. I do that to myself sometimes, and I have to like I
Hey,
just have
Blue.
to calm myself down because I do. I'll be like, oh, I don't want to do any of it. Just focus on one thing. I'll pick whatever's closest or something.
Right now, I'm just
Thing
sitting
I
here
want to
like
do.
listening for the drilling rig to get started.
Oh yeah, how exciting!
Oh,
They should be getting started. It's after 11,
yeah, yeah.
but it
Well,
is
you know what they
cold.
do?
They wait for it to warm up a little.
No, no. So they fit us into a schedule, or,
Oh,
they screwed up their schedule to get
yeah.
us in here.
Mm-hmm.
And so what they do is like there's a rig here, they've got rigs other places, they've
Mm-hmm.
got loose ends they got to tie up,
Yeah.
connections. So they're doing all that stuff by hopping from site to site.
Mm-hmm.
I have no complaints about these guys because they came.
Yeah. Right. And they've been communicating, which is
Right,
the
right, right, right.
customer service. That's awesome. Yeah. What about everybody else? What do you guys got going on? What's your fall things? You know what else I still have to do?
What?
I still got to get my garlic in the ground.
I just got mine in Sunday.
We have today, it's going to be a high of 87 here, which is crazy.
Crazy.
I haven't felt this, although I talked to my coworkers in Arizona, and they're saying that they're happy to be down into the 90s. Like they get to be down into the 90s this week. And I'm like,
Oh
oh
my
yeah.
gosh.
But I need to get, this is my last week. I have to do it. This is like this week, and that's, I'm out of time. So getting my garlic in the ground and covered up with mulch is one of my hot potatoes. And also covering up some of my winter vegetables a little bit because I'm hoping that I can still get some kind of something harvested out of some of the winter veggies
Right.
and greens and stuff I've got out there. We'll see.
We usually plant our garlic end of September, beginning of October, and I just literally got mine in on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And we got another harvest of broccoli last Friday,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty incredible. And all I have
It
left
is
is
nice.
one cabbage and
Mm-hmm.
the broccoli plants, and then the carrots, of course, doing absolutely nothing again.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like everybody's focusing on garlic this week. Good. I'm not behind.
Yeah. No,
Blue's
you'll be
working on a
fine.
website. That's really cool. That's something I have been thinking about, but it's back here in the back of my head.
Me
That
too.
yeah, not a I don't even know if it's a next year thing. It could be, but it might get pushed. But I love that
Yeah.
plan.
I was gonna have a bunch ready for this season, and I don't think I'm gonna, and I it's fine just because we were so busy all summer, and then with the stuff happening with the hurricane in North Carolina,
Mhm.
and then folks visiting and everything, and it just fell by the wayside, and that's okay.
Mhm. Yeah. Homeless ministry. Boy, this is the time of year. Folks, if you're cleaning out your stuff, donate it. I mean, there
Oh,
are so many people, the homeless ministries. Gail has one for the homeless in Texas. And of course, there's North Carolina with what's going on there. Just kind of doing a shout out because that's what we're doing.
can I get on my soapbox for a minute though?
Do it.
So, a lot of the donations that people get for homeless,
Hmm.
as well as for us, the hurricane has especially been a good reminder.
Hmm.
People clean out their closets and donate the grossest,
Oh, yeah.
most
Don't want to do
useless things.
that. Hmm.
So, and a lot of people think, well, if you have nothing, you'll be happy to have something.
Hmm.
Please do not donate used underwear.
Hmm.
Buy new underwear at the dollar store or don't buy it at all.
Yeah. I would
Buy,
imagine, or like socks with holes or socks that have been very well worn.
donate
Yeah,
new
not those either.
clean items for people because they
Mhm.
deserve the dignity that that
Yeah,
gives them.
that's what it is too, right? It's,
Yeah.
um
Did you know that you can go I'm just pointing this out. Hold on, I'm going to see if I can get it up here. Yeah, that's what North Carolina is getting. They're overrun with all that stuff.
are
And
they
the homeless
really?
populations have
Mhm,
historically gotten that stuff.
mhm,
But North Carolina, the volunteers are the people.
mhm.
They can't go through all that. They're getting sequined bras.
Oh my gosh.
Like that is not helpful. But you
No.
can go on Amazon and you could put in bulk, let's see. You can basically put in
I can't believe this.
what?
I'm just blown away that people do this. Oh
Oh,
my
I was watching it last night. You can get bulk items for the homeless and or to donate, brand
Mhm,
new,
mhm.
okay, from Amazon. And I'm looking for, oh, dang it, why can't I find what I need when I need it?
Now this
Okay,
I
here.
could see. Used socks I could see because
Use
sometimes,
socks that don't have holes, they're fine.
yeah, they don't have holes, and sometimes, like, I don't know, you'll end up with more socks than what you need, and you're like decide you don't like the color or something.
Here, 100 pairs of socks for 36.99, brand new. Bulk. Whoop, hold on.
I love your background, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Hold on. Okay, back to reality. You can get them off Amazon. You can get blankets, like
Mhm,
50 blankets, or
mhm,
hats, gloves, scarves, and it's like
mhm,
100 pieces.
mhm,
You can get them very inexpensively because you're buying in bulk. So please don't send used underwear
mhm,
or stupid things like that. It's just,
mhm,
it's so hard for them because a lot of these people in North Carolina and the homeless population, they're volunteers that are going through this stuff.
mhm.
In North Carolina, they got no dumps to get rid of this stuff.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
it's taking them, they said it'll take them weeks to go through it and sort it.
Oh my goodness. I also heard that if you're sending things to North Carolina, just bin them. So, like, don't send a mishmash of stuff if you can. If you're sending coats, send coats and put sizes on the box to help
Yep.
them. Children, adults, whatever. If it's socks, send a box of socks.
Yep.
That's going to be helpful. And Barb's got another couple things:
Yep.
diapers and baby food.
Yeah, because what they're doing is they need it sorted so they can just open the box and put it where it belongs because they don't have the time to sort through it all.
Mm-hmm.
And people are basically using areas in the affected states as a dump
Mm-hmm.
for donations, and it's
Wow,
terrible.
that is terrible.
Hey, Susan.
Hey, Susan, thanks for coming.
So, they really need good stuff
Mm-hmm.
because it's
Yeah.
actually taking them away from what they're doing.
Yeah.
And like I said, I dealt with that with the homeless population for years. We used to get donations at the detox,
Mm-hmm.
and it would just be
Wow.
disgusting.
Wow. What a shame.
It is a shame. If you
You
give it
would
to
think
a
they'd
thrift
know
store, they
better.
can wash it.
Do you know what I mean? Because when I'm going through things, I'm thinking garbage cut up for, future scrap fabric for, whatever. And sometimes if it's like shorts that have just had their better days, I pull the buttons off because I like to salvage, what buttons I can. And then they either go in the garbage or they're cut up or they go to donation. I never would send donations that are, you know, really yucky.
Right.
Hmm.
So
Good.
anyway, that's my
Okay.
soapbox.
That's worth sharing.
Well, here I will show you if you want to see. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm gonna I'll look it up while you're looking at the chat.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I do want to remind everybody too. Oh, fun, Barb. Gonna make a video for. Oh, I was thinking about videoing my goats out there for Halloween because, boy, if anybody needs any background scary sounds, they can sure make them.
Situation is just getting out of control. I mean, people are dumping it just on the side of the streets here. We have so much used clothing, and we don't know what to do with
Oh,
it.
wow. Oh my gosh.
Good stuff in here with tags on it, but it's thrown in here with used, dirty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the volunteers are overwhelmed. I really appreciate it.
Wow.
But unless you have it sorted, we don't know what to do. It's just so overwhelming.
Wow.
I mean, just some of the stuff needs to go to local thrift stores in your area.
And they're happy to get it because we actually took a load to a thrift store and she was so happy to receive it. But it needs to be good stuff, y'all. Like not stuff with holes and ratty. Like it needs to be something that you yourself would wear.
Yeah.
That's gonna keep you so warm.
No, that's great.
Yeah, with your gun. It actually looked pretty badass.
Yeah.
These clothes are so dirty. I mean,
no good. That's
Mhm.
nasty.
Hmm.
We're here to help.
but yeah, not really winter
Not really practical
appropriate.
though.
Winter wear,
This is weeks worth of work.
I'll say.
This is just one of like probably countless donation centers that are like this.
Wow.
Every donation center is having the same problem.
It's almost done. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. Yeah, they need winter wear. And then if it takes them, who knows though, to be fair, if they're behind, maybe it's been evolving and maybe when the person sent that, it wasn't cold out, but it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Christine. I was gonna look for actually wash, dry, and press clothing. That's awesome.
Yep.
I can see where that's time
Thrift
consuming.
stores have the capacity to do that. A lot of them,
Mhm.
not all of them, but a lot of them do.
Mm-hmm. For a reminder for everybody, tonight is, and I'm looking for
Tina?
the comment from Gail. Tonight's the giveaway for the Fall Fest 24. It's going to be at, Gail, correct me if I'm wrong, 5 p.m. Central Time to see who the lucky winner is. So everybody don't forget about that. And if you get a chance, maybe even share it out. Hey, Strange Reality, thanks for joining us.
Hey, Alicia.
Yeah. It's hard to believe that we have the holidays in front of us too. So they're going to, those, everybody's going to have the holidays, the homeless, North Carolina, just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is always so sad.
Hmm. Yeah. Hey, Echo, thanks for coming. Big
Hey
family
there.
expedition. Good to see you. Yep. And along with the prepping for winter is prepping our gardening beds and our garden beds and kind of getting the animal areas situated step by step so we don't have to do it all at one time. Here it is. Door and collaborator prizes too for everyone who participated in that. Yeah, and I'm thinking, Lisa, the Soaptober seriously might need to be a Soapvember. Everybody in the chat, can anyone maybe drop a one if they plan on doing a soaping video and if they feel like more time would be helpful? I'm going to put a one for myself.
I always need more time.
I feel like that's been my year this year. I've been feeling like I need more time. Yep, Heather also. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Gail. Yeah, those video. Oh, and Jamie also. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, let's just push it. We'll do it through November. There, we all have more time. Oh, Barb. So, Barb, this is why we do the soaping collaboration.
Well,
It's
Barb had her hands full
Mhm.
last year, the
Oh, I'm
past year,
sick.
so
I'm
totally
sick.
understandable.
No kidding. But we do it to encourage people to make soap and to learn how to make soap. So that's kind of what the collaboration's all about, is to just encourage people to learn how to make soap. It's a good skill to have and it's so fun. And you can start with melt and pour, which is the easiest thing of all. And I did a video on that. That's kind of like my kickoff video because I love to do both. I love melt and pour and I love cold process. Yeah, there's something going around. Thank you, Gwen, though. So more time. Sounds like Gwen could use more time also. Hmm. Awesome, Blue. I re-soap. Yes, Barb, try it.
Barb, you can do it. I'll
Hmm.
help you any way I can.
Yep. So Gail's saying they're short on men's clothing.
Very huge phenomena to not for the homeless population and impoverished populations struggle with getting men's clothing. It's a
Really?
huge issue. So if you have men's clothing, please donate it if you don't need it and it's in good shape, because they always get more women's clothes than men.
Hmm. Interesting.
I make Ryan go through his closets so I
Hmm.
could get men's clothes.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Gwen.
Oh, thank goodness.
And I'm curious about, like, one thing that always I always ponder is like sizes.
Right.
I would imagine that most people that are homeless are not a real large size. Is that a fair assumption?
No,
So all sizes.
all sizes.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
Yep,
that's yeah.
exactly.
Mhm. Yep. And still wear them till to
Hmm.
death and then wear them after that.
If you could see what Ryan is wearing right now. But
My
he's also working on a tractor, so it's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah, I just had my husband go through his t-shirts.
yep.
Seriously, it was ridiculous. I mean, the number of t-shirts, and he'd say the ones that I wanted to just throw away. He's like, "But I need those are good work shirts." I'm like, you've got 50 t-shirts. Like, seriously, can we get rid of the work shirt? You've got plenty others. Like, you don't damage them. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Extra large and above are most needed.
Yep,
Okay. Good to know,
absolutely.
Gail.
Barb and Gwen. Ryan caught it was the back of his t-shirt and he got caught and it made like a right angled uh tear.
Uh-huh.
He's like, "Can you sew that?" I said, "Okay." And of course I sewed it because why? Because he's gonna wear it.
Yeah. Yep. I've done it too. That's so funny. Oh, look. Jan's going to try to join us in the soap
Nice.
too. I know she has the stuff. Right on, Jan. I can't wait to see your soap. Yeah, so donations, soap, gardening, patched and repatched and patched some more in his clothes. Yep. There was a collaboration. Gosh, what was the channel's name? I can't remember her name, but she was doing a collaboration for like preparing for the winter where she pulled out all of the coats and she washed the coats, and it was during September, but I had too much stuff going on to be able to follow and do everything she did. But I thought it was a great idea. Almost feels like maybe October would be more appropriate. I mean, September's good. It's just I didn't have time, so that's why I think October. Selfish opinion on that, but took out the coats, washed them, went through the gloves and the beanies, and pulled out the ones that needed to be mended. You know, all of this stuff,
right.
setting it aside, doing the mending and the washing of it, and also setting things aside for donations. And it
Yep.
does feel like a good time to do that.
That's
Once
what
we
we do.
wash end of
Gwen.
winter. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's all out. So usually what we do is wash it all and put it away because it's usually filthy from
Mm-hmm.
doing stuff. I was laughing at Susan's comment. Can you put that back up again?
Okay, hold on.
We had a great laugh last week with our friends who were visiting. I don't want to give too much information, but
Mm-hmm.
really, really funny is one of my friends' father, who is no longer with us.
Mm-hmm.
He worked at a job with a uniform.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so funny because when he was retired, he took all the patches off
Mm-hmm.
and he wore all the clothes.
Oh my goodness,
And
that's
I
so
just,
funny.
to this day, that's what I remember about him. And he was the
Uh-huh.
sweetest man ever. And I loved it.
That's living waste not, want not right there.
He's like, I got all these uniforms. He took all the patches off and walked around.
Aw,
Loved it.
that's awesome. Christine, yes, join us. That would be awesome.
Christine, it won't be an epic fail. And don't worry about it if it is,
No.
because it's better to try and learn
Yep,
than not to do it at all.
yep. I mean, and if you do mess anything up, like it's probably not going to be a big deal, you know? Especially if you want to start with like a melt and pour soap. I just can't, I know I go on my melt and pour kick, but you
I
guys,
know you do.
I love melt and pour soap.
I've
And
never made it.
oh, okay, so
No, I do the cold process.
yeah, you like the cold, and some people like cold processed and they really just want the cold process. I
Right.
mean, and melt and pour doesn't necessarily have the bubble or the lather that a cold process can have. It's a glycerin based soap, you know?
Yeah.
But I do love it. You can do so many fun things with it. And I feel like it's a great starting place to get you accustomed to like the coloring of the soap if you want to do that, the adding stuff in. The texture is the same. The pouring of it is very similar. It's just cold process sits a lot quicker,
And
sets a lot quicker.
and you know what? Buy yourself, if you're doing melt and pour, buy yourself the fancy molds that you want.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you
Yeah.
can have fun making these cute little soap
And they're
molds,
so
or you
cute.
can get the large soap molds.
Yeah. I love the soap molds. Oh, and Jamie, you need to try it too, Jamie. My favorite places to go to are Brambleberry and on the internet. So like I don't know, brambleberry.com. Somebody in here might be able to correct me if I'm wrong. But
No,
the
you're right.
main one is wholesalesupplisplus.com. So like all one word, wholesalesupplisplus.com. That's my all-time favorite place. Free shipping if you spend $25, like seriously, just $25, you get free shipping. So I love that. I just love all this you can do with melt and pour soap too. And it holds, melt and pour soap really holds your essential oil scents better too, which is great if you're doing it for like eczema or for acne or just anti-aging soap like my video. I just love it for that.
So, oop, geez.
Hey, Leanne, Mennonite Farmhouse. Good to see you.
Hey, Leanne, you can make it in the house. Just you have to
Yeah.
have well ventilated areas. You have to have protective equipment if you're mixing lye, and you have to put the lye with the water in the correct order.
Yeah.
I do my lye outside and then bring it inside.
That's how I do it too.
But you can do it inside, but you've got to have tons of ventilation. So if you don't have tons of ventilation, you shouldn't be doing it in your house, because that's when you end up in the ER. What was the other one? Wholesale Supply Plus?
Wholesale Supplies Plus. So supplies is plural.
I know it, and I know that website, but I don't know. For some reason, I always have to ask you about it.
There you go, Christine. Love it. You can do it. And Susan's mentioning different, ways that you can make soap and stuff too. There is a lot of ways.
Jamie, I am not a scientist either. And I'm telling you, if you can read directions and follow directions and have the right stuff, you can do it.
Acres.
The thing to remember is you need goggles. Like I have glasses. I still wear goggles. I have chemical gloves. And like I said, I bring my water and my lye outside.
Yep.
And I mix it together. You do the correct mixing. But you have to pay attention. You can't be watching YouTube and playing with your phone while you're mixing lye. You got to pay attention.
Yep. And be careful. And take your temperatures.
Yeah, the lye will get really hot. I always put it in a stainless steel bowl because I put it on concrete. But absolutely. And yes, buy soap from the Amish if you want.
Yeah.
Jamie says I can read, but LOL.
You're so funny, Jamie.
Jamie, I have more faith in you than you do.
Just watch a couple videos, be prepared before you do cold process soap.
Yeah, all the video watching should come before.
Yeah.
And then you should print out the recipe.
Yeah.
And write on it the important things like you must add the lye to the water. Yeah. I love that soap calculator video.
Isn't that cool? Because you know what you can do in there too, which I didn't share, but you can go backwards. You can put in the amounts of soap that you have and use it to figure out the percentages, right, of what they used.
Gwen, you would do great. You're brave enough. I do the same thing. I don't usually follow the calculator, but I plan to, of course. No, the calculator is, Barb, is that what you're saying? The calculator is difficult? It's not. It's not. It does it for you. The biggest thing is get a recipe. If you want a recipe for soap, that's easy. Email me at yogihollowfarm20@gmail.com. I'll send you one. You don't need a calculator. Weigh everything out. Have it on the table. Get ready.
Yep. And don't even let the word calculator intimidate you. It's a recipe maker.
It is.
You're not having to it's helping you create a formula. You're putting in there what you want. And the main reason I want the calculator is because you can't find in any soap making books how much used fryer oil to use. And that's that's my thing. I want to do a soap. I want to use some of my deep fryer oil after I triple filter it. I want to use it. I want to be able to take that and use it instead of just,
Mhm.
disposing of it. So I feel like that's a great way to use it. Turn it into
I wanted to
soap.
use it for lard when I had
Mhm.
I because I was going to mix lard with different oils and stuff.
Yeah.
We ended up using the pork lard that I rendered for cooking, so there's no lard left. So then I ordered tallow when we ordered our beef, and the tallow didn't come, so I'm waiting on it to arrive.
Yeah. So that's what I like, and I've got a couple really good soap books that I love, but the truth is, thank you, Lisa. She's going to share them. But the truth is, if you think about it, you got to have that stuff. You got to have everything in that recipe. So the thing about the calculator is you put in what you have and then you can make your own. This is an amazing book, you guys. Amazing book. It shows you step by step how to make cold processed soap, and it's got pictures, right? So, like, steps and pictures. Very user friendly. See? Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it makes me want to. Totally getting my soap on. French fries and soap.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll smell like French fries.
When if you want to use a calculator, let me know cuz girlfriend, you could totally do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cuz
Yeah.
I get the soap recipes too. That's what I've always
Mhm.
done just to make it easier, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But sometimes the recipes are wrong when you get them, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm. They can be.
I've seen that and I'm like,
Mhm. Yeah. Gotta
and you won't
beware.
know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's a lot to waste. So the other thing I like about that soap calculator recipe maker is that you can go in there and make a small batch, right? If you want to test something.
Right. So my problem right now is I've got calendula and I'm still getting
Thank
calendula,
you,
believe it or not.
Joy.
That's funny, Joy. Um, and so I haven't infused it with oil yet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So bacon soap might be a top seller.
I would not be surprised. Bacon is an amazing thing.
Howard says that his mom used to make soap and she didn't put
That's
Procter
fun,
and
Susan.
Gamble out of business. Be hard to put them out of business because they are do more than soap.
Yeah. There's a great market for soap. I
Boy,
feel like, I mean, it's a consumable, people
that's a
use it all the time.
sorry, big gray hair. I
Lisa.
just want to shower.
Oh, dang.
No, I'm just kidding. I have a shower to shower. It's just not. It's the USB rechargeable one.
Mm-hmm. It's getting colder outside too.
Well, we're inside, thankfully.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
we bought a USB rechargeable one so you can heat water.
Oh, neat.
Very cool.
That is very cool.
My first bar of
You
soap was
need
made in.
to because I got that other shower that you mentioned. I bought that. I
Good for
I
you.
yes, I feel like that is a good thing to have in case you need it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I didn't even know that the USB ones exist.
You should drop a link for that too. That would be cool.
It's very cool. I will
Mhm.
do that.
Yeah.
I gotta find it.
Yeah, you know what? Susan saying just don't lose your eyebrows and hair from too much lie. I I didn't think that it was that difficult. So anybody who's thinking that it's really difficult, it's really not that difficult. When you're cooking in the kitchen, you're dealing with, and I'm not doing a side by side comparison. So before anybody says, "Oh, but lie this," the truth is you are careful with boiling water. You can't like, and you wouldn't hover above boiling water because there's such a thing as a steam burn. Matter of fact, anybody who's going to do a steam, like because you get sick, with eucalyptus, just remember you can get a put that towel over your head and hover over too much steam and you could, yeah, do some damage. But I mean, you're careful around really hot water. It's the same kind of careful, but you're also going to be wearing gloves and goggles. And you have to do the lie outside because of the fumes. But, you know, it's almost like if you're gonna make like hot peanuts or something, you know, and you go put cayenne pepper in your skillet, you're gonna fumigate yourself. I mean, there's so many things that you do that you're careful with, but you know how to be careful with those things. It's just another kind of careful. Yeah, they're saying.
So here's for the USB shower.
Mm-hmm.
No, Gwen, no, I can't bring the solo shower in because I have nowhere to hang it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I hang it, it's 5 gallons, so it's pretty heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It would wreck the shower
Oh,
top.
the bowl.
So what we did was we bought, when I was ordering things for North Carolina and Tennessee to send down there
Mm-hmm.
for folks, we ordered a rechargeable one that you heat water up and you put the pump in the pot,
Mm-hmm.
and then the long cord goes into my shower. So it works out really well. So we get a great hot
Grace.
shower.
That's
You know,
awesome.
Grace.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. That's really cool. How long does it take it to charge?
It is you not long at all. So let's put it this way. We've had it 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The first time we charged it was last night, and it
Huh.
only took probably about 20 minutes.
Huh.
So clearly we didn't use it all
Uh-huh.
because you move quick.
You do, yeah. That's cool. Gwen said, I never done the lie outside, always do it. No, yep. So and here's the other thing. When you're mixing your lye into your water, because the lye goes into the water, right? Like you have your water, you add your lye. There's really not that much of it. Like I mean, unless you're doing a big ginormous batch of soap. But when I did it the first time, the cold process soap, the first thing I thought was, well, gosh, I don't have that much lye water that I'm handling. Like it's not, you know. So it's really not that bad.
Hi, Templin Acres.
Hey, Templin Acres, thanks for coming.
And it's always lye into the water,
Yes.
not the other way around.
Mm-hmm. Lye into water. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's so fun. You just wait till you guys get to making it. Then you'll love it.
Yep. Always have vinegar handy because it's supposed to neutralize. I always have my vinegar handy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Good tip, Susan. Does anybody have any questions for us? So any soaping videos you want to do, feel free to keep uploading soaping videos through the end of November.
And make sure to tag us and use that hashtag.
Nope, Soaptober.
Whoa, never mind. Delete that comment, would you? Oh my gosh.
I wonder if next
There we go. I wonder Soaptober and tag us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I can't spell.
We'll have to see. Next year, maybe we should pick a different month.
Jamie. Oh my Lord.
I want to do some fall soaps. I want to get some fall and winter soaps going.
We should do a crochet along too.
Hey, Christy Baum.
Mountain Grandma.
Oh, I would a crochet along. That would be fun.
But here's the thing. If you're going to do a crochet along, I'm just going to say this.
Say it.
Make sure you do it pretty, make sure you show the whole thing and make sure you get it done.
Uh-huh.
And make sure you move along and not, I struggle to commit to that.
Yeah. 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 In my mind, I'm thinking it can't be too long of a crochet along.
Right. Or, here's the thing. What are some things that you guys in the chat who come here all the time always wanted to do, but always wanted to learn, but never learned?
Yep. And Christy, I want to know what this bar is. Can you send me the recipe?
Yeah, Christy, I'd like that recipe too.
That would be so fun. Yeah, pumpkin spice. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just curious,
Hey,
like,
Andy
what is
Heritage
it?
Farms.
Sorry about that, Mountain Grandma.
No, you go ahead.
Hey, MB Heritage. So, no, well, you got to narrow it down. Like, is there something that we can do? Like, we pushed people to make soap, we pushed people to do sourdough. And I say pushed because everybody was saying, I
Oh,
feel intimidated and I don't do it.
this is a fun one.
Candle making. Okay,
I
I've got all the
love
stuff.
making candles.
I've got all the stuff for that. I can do that.
Oh, look it. Barb's saying candle making too.
Okay. I'm going to put this down, Tammy. I'm going to text this to you.
Okay.
What other things, folks?
Oh, look it. We have another candle maker, Heather. She likes to do the beeswax ones. Cool.
Christy, that's okay. I'm dying to know.
Christy says cheese.
Oh my gosh. Christy, go to Broke Cowgirl's channel
She's the cheese making queen.
for cheese. And the reason why I say this is because me and Mountain Grandma don't have dairy animals.
Mm-hmm. Well, my dairy animals aren't dairy animals. They're just goats right now.
I'm sorry, you do have dairy animals. That's
But
right.
they're
I
not
forgot
in
about them.
milk, so I might as well not.
Okay, so I'm going to put down cheese.
Yep, cheese and candles sound good.
Cheese and candles.
Cheese in the instant.
Crochet.
Oh,
Knitting. I am not a great knitter, though. Yeah, me neither, Jamie. I forget Mountain Grandma's got them, but right now they're not.
they're
They're
not
not
in
doing a
milk.
dairy thing.
But
You
I
can
have
always get
heard.
milk.
Can you buy like whole milk though? Is that what you were gonna say, Lisa?
Yeah, great
Finish
minds.
what you were gonna say. I was asking, you were answering. So
Great minds think alike. More inspiration on that Instapot.
I'm gonna throw one out there. The dang air fryer. Like maybe we should do like air fryer February or something.
That already exists.
Oh, it does? Well,
Yep.
good. I need to.
Nona Grace, do you know how to crochet or are you looking how to crochet? I'm assuming you know. Oh, good, Gwen.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't have an Instapot.
Oh, there's gonna be a drawing from the Instant Pot collaboration on Tina's channel. Anybody remember what day that is?
I thought it was tonight.
No, tonight is Fall Fest.
Okay.
I
Gail
hope
said pressure canning. I bought an air fryer. I still haven't used it, and that's only because I refuse to use it because I don't have hot water to wash it, except for boiling it, and I'm not dealing with it.
whole milk from the grocery store. So the cheese thing is not completely out. And you can start crafty painting one of these days. That would be fun, Joy.
I love painting.
Mm-hmm.
Gail had pressure canning. Gail, have you pressure canned before?
I haven't.
Has Gail?
I don't know. Have you, Gail?
Do not be intimidated by pressure canning, people. It's sort of like this. If you have an Instapot, would you open it midway?
No, of course not.
There you go. That's pressure canning. There you go, Gail. You got this, Gail. You know how to
Welcome to
do
my
it.
Cape Cod life.
Hey there. When we have water and we make chicken broth weekly, chicken stock weekly, So we pressure can all the time.
Mm-hmm. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still haven't done it. I got it. I got the pressure canner. Oh,
Sewing.
that's another good idea. Anybody
I,
else interested in a sewing collaboration?
Heather, my mother always said if you can sew straight seams, you can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
She was not fancy, but she would make all the she would buy extra flat sheets if they didn't have curtains
Uh-huh.
for like the kids sheets and stuff, you know what I mean, to match.
Mm-hmm.
She would make the curtains for me.
So Cape Cod life, that's pretty awesome. I'll swear I have to own something for a good year before I use it when it comes to stuff like this. I had the things to make cold process soap for like almost a decade practically. It was ridiculous. I don't even know how many years. Oh, candy making. That's a fun one. Not that I need to eat any candy, but that would be fun. Matter of fact, I picked up a book. Am I getting a cricket? Are you guys hearing my chair? Is that the squeaking?
Wow.
Hand sew.
I sang once on YouTube. I will not be singing again. So kudos to all of you who can actually sing.
What did I? Oh, the Christmas singing collab. I was trying to get my husband to do a song with me last year, and it was too boring on guitar, so he wouldn't do it with me.
I think Angela does it now, doesn't she? Or no, not she does freeze dryer, but I thought she did some air fryer collab.
Oh, the cricket. I thought maybe I was making a squeaking noise over here because my chair squeaks. I'm like, nope, not a cricket, just my chair.
Yes, Broken Hearts Ministry, Templin Acres said she may do one.
Yeah. So I never got the cricket. I was going to get the cricket, and then I decided I needed to study it more. I'm still studying. I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of things that we have, like we have the stuff for that we could help with. Like if you have a cricket, that would be cool. I don't
Yeah,
have one.
I don't have one either.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not buying one.
liking the candle making. I feel like we got a lot of responses on that, and I feel like a lot of people could do the candle making. But cheese making, I feel like candle and cheese were the big winners when we asked what everybody was interested in.
So I have down for the big ones. I have candle making cheese. I'm gonna take the Instapot and air fryer off
Mm-hmm.
because I think there's enough of that out
Yeah.
there. Pressure canning, sewing, candy making, and obviously soap making.
So, what does everybody think would be like the next fun thing to do after soap making?
But you gotta do it.
I'm
If
voting
you
for
make
candle.
us do it, you gotta do it.
I feel like it's candle making season.
Oh, Mountain Grandma, I am so sorry. I was not watching time.
We got 2 minutes.
You know, you gotta go.
Yeah, I do got to go because I got 2 minutes to be on a meeting. And Mennonite Farmhouse is saying candy making.
I've got that down.
All right, Lisa, we'll figure it out, you guys. Hey, feel free to go back into the comments after this live ends and put what you're voting for, candle making or candy making. We could do that. Candy making in December would be fun. Just saying. All right.
All right, bye guys. Thanks for coming.
See you next week.